What is going on, YouTube? You've been crying. I've been hearing it. I've been seeing it. It's been in stream. It's been in the comments. The top 5 videos. I'm finishing them. Basically, YouTube trying to screw me over. Delete this. So we are re-recording them. We're getting them done. I apologize that it took a little while. I've been busy, but we're knocking them out. We already did our junglers and our mids. If you want to check those out, go check them out. We'll be creating a playlist of all these. You'll be able to go see them wherever. On top of that, we will knock out the hunters today. We will do the supports tomorrow, and then the solos on the day after that. So we're getting them all done. Hopefully they're helpful. Hopefully they are what you guys want and what you guys need. And before we jump into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Drop a like on the video if you're finally happy. This is the moment you've been waiting for. You've needed these top 5s, and now they're here. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start at number 5. Actually, we're kind of going to start at number 6. So this is more of a rank. This is what you guys should be playing right now, right? This is the list. You see Izanami a little bit because of the high pressure Izanami puts out. I would recommend having some games on this bitch because she's actually to me, she seems to be a lot more difficult than she comes off as. She can clear, her auto attacks go through the way, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like most people just end up dying a whole lot on her. So make sure you put in some time before you just expect to start winning. So Izanami would be like a number 6. It'll be right outside that list of top 5 gods you should be playing. The ideal build is a little strange as well. You'll start off with Hunter's Blessing on just about every hunter, except for maybe like 1 or 2. But yeah, you start off with Hunter's Blessing. You will rush into Bloodforge. This is Cyclone Spin's build. He's professional hunter, whatever ADC carry on Splice. He's the one who pulled out Izanami first. He's the one who was making Izanami work first. And this is the build he was using. We'll see at land if this is the build he still thinks is best. But as of right now, I'm literally just copying his build because he's the one who makes it work the best. And if I see it working, I'm going to follow that. That's what I'm going to do whenever I play Izanami. I think I have an Izanami game up of running this build. So these will be your starter items right here. Then you will go ahead and you will go into Bloodforge. He rushes the Bloodforge, which is kind of crazy. He then finishes the boots. I believe this is the build, by the way. Believe. He goes into Power Boots. He then goes into Executioner. He then goes into Oboe. That is not Oboe. Awkward. He then follows it up with a Kins. I'm sure these orders could possibly change. Then he finishes it with some Penetration and a Titan's Bane. So here is your full build on Izanami. The Blood Forage. High power, increases the clear. Don't really need the attack speed when you're using your steroid to 1v1 and your clear is just that much faster. Blood Forge passive is also going to be going up whenever you do get a kill, so you'll be able to continue on in the fight. Warrior Tabby, more power. Then you're getting your attack speed in there with Executioner and some penetration off of it. Then you're going in Oboe for more attack speed to just shred some kids. Kins, follow up on the attack speed plus the passive. Titan's Bane to add more pen so you can kill tank. You just shred the people in front of you. Because Izanami's not going to be diving all that well. And because her dash is a little bit delayed, there's going to be a lot of times where you need to kill that person right in front of you. And this is going to be that build. The overall playstyle is literally just going to be pressure. You need to pressure from the start. Otherwise, there's no reason to pick this god. That's why I have her kind of falling just outside of top 5. Because she really needs to put on the pressure. Izanami can do it herself. Your support doesn't have to be any crazy god. But if you pair her with a crazy support that clears and puts pressure on the other team, makes it so you can fight, you'll see a lot more success with Izanami, and that's how it's going to be. So there is my number 6 technically on the list. Let's go ahead and jump into number 5, into the full normal list. Number 5 on the list is going to be Ull. As most of you know, this motherfucker does get played a lot, but he gets played mostly in the mid lane right now. However, he is still relevant in the ADC lane. He is still really strong, and he can kind of just give people the fucking hands. When you want to take over a game and control it from the very beginning, you've got clear, and you have really high pressure, and you have really high kill potential, so you can farm the other duo lane. Like, you have the ability to farm the other duo lane when pressuring, playing correctly, hitting your abilities, not fucking that shit up. One of the few gods that does not start with Hunter's Blessing. right now. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to start Transcendence 2. You are then going to finish your Transcendence so you can get your stacks up, have the mana so you can just keep spamming your abilities, have the power, and just do what Uller does. You are then going to go ahead and pick up your power booties, of course. You're then going to go into Crusher. So essentially with this build, you're getting your attack speed from Crusher. Your ability damage is amplified with the passive of Crusher, plus with all the power you have, you're hitting very, very hard. You also have the mana coming from Transcendence, so you can spam your abilities a little bit more and just keep going in on the other person. Your idea is to poke the fuck out of them, one-shot them once you get a little bit of a lead, and just keep up the pressure. That is your goal. Then you need some lifesteal so you can sustain in lane outside of your ultimate. So yeah, you're getting Blood Forage, just more power. Just adding on to the ability damage you're trying to hit as hard as fucking possible. Then you want to round out the build with some attack speed because late game it won't be about one-shotting with your abilities. It will be about killing the person in front of you. Your abilities obviously will still do a lot of damage, but you need to auto-attack in between those abilities, considering there is going to be a tank in your face. And that's weird. You will finish. Oh, it's Kin. Dude, I never noticed there's no U in Kins. I play this game forever and never fucking notices. That is sad. That is not okay. 6 years in, I feel like I've maybe noticed it before, but never like actually paid attention. Anyway, here's your full build. Able to kill tanks, able to shred, able to push your lead as long as you are hitting your abilities. I would say your counterplay or what you should be worried about with Ul is any weird matchups that make it so you get pressured or make it so if you don't get early kills and you're in that level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 range, if you're being killed. So like Cupid should be kind of rough for Uller in my mind, but you're not going to see Cupid a lot. It's going to be all about the pressure. So it's more so on the entire your dual lane versus their dual lane. It's not so much of I'm Uller and they're fucking Neath. I'm going to kill. It's I'm Uller, who's my support, who's their ADC, who's their support, and how is this lane going to play out. You need to have that knowledge to push the lead on Ul, to know, are you going for gills? Are you going for clear into a little bit of a poke, into just constant invades? And that is going to be what you're looking for on this god. You have all those options available, kills, pressure, invades, everything. Just make sure you're setting yourself up to do that. I pretty much, when I play ADC, this is what I'll play because I want to fight. I want to keep up the action. I don't want to be sitting there just farming forever. And Ul allows you to do that. So here's your build. There's the god. Have fun when you're playing Ul, because it's all about hitting your abilities. So have some fun. Spam the fuck out of your abilities. Get your axes down and start comboing people. You will enjoy this god a lot. That is number 5 on our list. Number 4 on the list is going to be HoYe. HoYe sees a lot of play right now because, as I keep bringing up, pressure is very common. It's very, very common. In ranked, I'd say the more pressure you have, like if you can go into a game where every lane has pressure, your win rate is probably up around 70-80% in those kind of games. Those games just aren't that common because people don't know their matchups. People get counterpicked. Gods are banned, all that shit. So with HoYe, you are going into a normal build. It's not your ability build. It's not your Ul build. You're going to go ahead. I don't know why I keep grabbing that other mouse. I'm using a 2 PC setup and it's strange for me, man. It's very, very strange. So you're going to go ahead and go into the Devo Gauntlets. Let me make sure I'm looking this up right. I wrote down these builds a while ago, and even for me, that seems somewhat strange. Okay. I was like, I wrote this down wrong. I was going to say, that doesn't make any sense to me. So you're Hunter's Blessing, and then you're going into Devo Gauntlets. I was about to say the Hunters are doing some weird shit that I don't even understand. So here's your starter items, your Hunter's Blessing, your Spike Gauntlets. Then you're going to go ahead and finish Devo Gloves. But me, personally, this is going to be your start right here. You're going to have that Hunter's Blessing. You're going to go for that Lifesteal start. The Devo's Gloves is what you're going to build into. But I personally, and from what I've seen successfully in ranked games, finishing Warrior Tabby and saying fuck the stacks right away is actually going a lot further on these gods that have high kill potential. The reason being, you're playing a god that if you can chase them down because they have no movement speed, you will destroy them. For one, you're getting that power online really fast. You're getting the warrior tabby. Oh, that was weird. You're getting the warrior tabby online really fast. So you're getting that movement speed before they even finish their gauntlet. So they won't have stacks, they won't have gauntlets finished, and they won't have any movement speed. That meaning you can throw your 2 on somebody and just run at them. They're immobile hunters or hunters that you can just sit on without them doing any really return lockdown. You're going to fuck them up. You will be able to do so much damage. Auto them down. Put yourself in a position to hit a double bounce with your 1. If that's not possible, it's okay not to hit the double bounce. Just hit a single bounce. But put yourself in a position where you auto them down. They're going to be trying to juke your 1. You don't even need to throw it out until you're ready. Throw that shit out and chase them down. If they beads run away, chase them down. You have an advantage during this period for you to push that early gap to give yourself a lead right there. So finish the warrior tabby. Then go back and you are going to grab your lifesteal, finish your Devo gloves. After Devo gloves, you're just going to go for the, oops, fuck that up. Fuck that up real good, boys. I'm going to do Devo gloves. Remember, you're still finishing boots first. You're then going to go ahead and you're actually just going to grab your attack speed. You're going to go into shred, tank shred, kill anybody. You have so much physical shred with this god, with your 2. With Xe up, you're able to do so much. Then you're going to go ahead and round out the build with more penetration, Titan's Bane, and then some attack speed, Oboe. You have full tank shred with this build. Full fucking tank shred. If you hit a stun on somebody, you hit your, throw your 2 on somebody, hit your 1, you will be able to fuck some kids up. You will destroy them. Could you imagine doing true damage auto attacks fucking super early in the game with the Executioner? Just understand how you'll be able to kill tanks, you'll be able to kill junglers, squishies, everybody. The reason for this god working outside of just building and what I just talked to you about is early pressure fucking sucks. People are picking that early pressure, and HoYe kind of counters that because you're able to one-shot your own buffs. So if the other team has high pressure, you're able to start on your blue, your purple, or your red, wherever you want, and you're able to one-shot your own buff and get it cleared real quick so you don't fall behind. You do your buff, and then you run to lane because they've pushed in your wave, and you just start doing the wave. You don't miss out on anything. You aren't pressured. It's just another way around those super high-pressure comps and something for you to look forward or look for and actually do. Make sure you are forward-thinking and actually doing these things, and not just picking the god because you don't understand what's going on. Matchups wise, another situation where you should be okay in most matchups. Some can be more annoying, some can be frustrating, but if you're hitting your abilities and you're just playing smart, you're landing autos, you'll be okay. You'll be able to take a lot of 1v1s with this god, be able to kill whoever is in front of you mid to late game, and just remember that as you play HoYe. Plus your ultimate is fucking insane. Anyone who's immobile, fuck. Anyone who has a movement ability and they use it, fuck. You have so much potential with the god. It's just using your abilities correctly and actually landing them. Please don't fucking miss your abilities in my game. It'll make me sad. And that's going to be HoYe, who will be your number 4 on the list. Next up is going to be Rama. Most of you know Rama. Simple. Has lane clear because you have piercing arrows. You're able to auto attack through the wave, so you can use the wave to body block for yourself. Meanwhile, you're able to auto attack through all the creeps and hit the enemy support, hunter, whoever it is. So you're able to poke a lot. You're able to auto attack a lot. You've got a delay and dive all in one. So if you're being ganked, you can ult up in the air, wait for your team to rotate. Meanwhile, you're able to put out a decent amount of damage. Then at the same time, if you have a dive comp, usually hunters are very, very bad at diving. Almost all the time, if you're a hunter who's jumping into a fight, you're going to fucking die. You're going to regret it. So with Rama, you have a Circuit on your team who's diving a mage. You just go up in the air at the same time, and you're able to snipe down on that target. And if a Circuit and a Rama ult is hitting the target at the same time, that person's dead. So you have dive. Meanwhile, after the dive, you kill somebody, you come back down. You're just able to auto attack and do normal hunter things. And it goes really, really far. It's something that's super strong. So starter item. Hunter's Blessing, same shit, different day. Grabbing Devo gloves. I, once again, still recommend going the boots because of the high kill potential. It's insanely fun. You don't have to do this. That's not comfortable for you. Don't fucking do it. That's crazy. We just got a sub on Twitch, and I'm not even streaming. Anyway, fucking, you can, I recommend going boots. I really like going boots and just running at people. I love fighting in the dual lane when I play the dual lane. So I'd go warrior tabby. Then I would go into my Devo's gloves, and it would be the same as the HoYe. We're picking up executioner. We're picking up kins, and we're, dude, I did it again. And we're picking up more attack speed and grabbing, oh, my bad. We're picking up more penetration, grabbing the Titan's Bane, and then picking up more attack speed, grabbing the oboe. At this point, you want a Hunter's Blessing. These will be your 6 items. Lifesteal, more power, fucking more pen, extra damage, more pen, attack speed. Same shit. The reason you're not going for the crit all the time is it's not reliable into a lot of these team comps. For one, if you're a little bit behind, that crit is just not going to do as much. Granted, in the 1v1s, crit's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome. But these items are fairly cheap. You're not stacking a whole bunch of super expensive items on top of each other, which is awesome. You're able to finish the build early. On top of that, you can kill the fucking tanks. In your rank game, how often do you get peeled for? How often are you the hunter sitting in the back and the fucking Cucullin is on your beating on your ass, the jungler's beating on your ass, the support and the fucking soul lane are both beating on your ass, and you are fucked, right? Because you went crit. You're not hitting them that hard. You don't have the penetration. They're running you down. They're doing return damage. Maybe they have anemia. Well, with this motherfucking build, you just wail on their asses, dude. While they're running at you, you get them down really fast. Especially if you have a lead on top of them, you're able to get some farm out of your lane, rotate with a lead. Holy shit, the game is fucking completely different with this build rather than going that crit build. So have fun. Use the build. For the love of God, please use the build. Please. Just use the build. All right. So that was our number 3. Number 2 on the list is going to be Chernabog, which really shouldn't be a big surprise. High pressure, extremely safe with his 3, and then he's got the global ultimate. He's able, anytime a dash is used, no matter if you're a hunter playing Chernabog, if you're a mid laner playing Chernabog, you're a fucking solo laner playing Chernabog, you're a jungler playing Chernabog, if you see someone dash, and they're out of position, say they're invading your team's speed buff, they're invading your team's blue buff, and you see them use their movement ability, ult. Fucking ult. Your 1-2 combo is going to destroy them. They're going to be slowed when you land. Your abilities reset when you land. And get a fucking free kill. Get that little bit of farm. Help your team get a lead. And then move back over to doing something else. Grab farm along your way back, rotating back to your lane. Do that shit. That is why Chernabog is so good. He's able to impact the entire map, the entire game. Meanwhile, being extremely safe in lane, like I said, with the 3, because you're off the map, you're immune. Nothing can happen to you while you're in the wall. Then you have really good clear, really good poke, really good damage, the ability to 1v1. The god is fucking awesome. The build is going to be the same build that we just talked about. The same motherfucking one we just used on the last. Ooh, no, that is not what we're picking up. I promise you, we're not picking that up. They're going to go into Devo gloves, same as before. I like to finish my booties, grab the booties, and then go back, finish the lifesteal, start stacking, grab yourself an executioner, grab yourself a kins, grab yourself a Titan's Bane, grab yourself an oboe. At this point, Hunter's Blessing's gone. Tank shred, killing bitches, doing damage, has sustain, have penetration, able to do whatever the fuck you gotta do with this build. Do it. Have fun. Do your fucking thing. Realistically, Chernabog shouldn't be getting counterpicked by anybody. You're just strong as fuck. Play the game correctly. Remember, your auto attacks hit hard as fuck and have a little bit of AoE on them. God is insane. Then number 1 on my list, and it's hard because Freya's good in mid lane. It's probably a way better mid lane, but sometimes you're the top hunter and your mid doesn't want Freya. Sometimes you know you can carry, so you're going to go Freya. A lot of the times you will end up playing Freya when she's open. You need to make sure you're able to pick her. So Freya, unstoppable, crazy clear, crazy kill, safe because of the whoop, safe because of the ult, high pressure, high damage, all the same fucking bullshit that you see every day. Hunter's Blessing into, ooh, we're not able to go to that, into ring 1. Hunter's Blessing into ring 1. You're going to finish your pen boots after this. You're not going to go into the ring yet. You are then going to go back and finish your ring. What the fuck is going on? I want to get rid of it. Go back, finish your ring. You're going to go ahead and go into, make sure I'm telling you the right build here. Don't want to fuck this up. I almost fucked it up. You're going to go ahead and pick up your demonic. At this point, you're pretty much doing true damage. You have attack speed, a lot of attack speed. Have a little bit more movement speed, so you're making yourself that much more safe. So you're going to go pen boots, demonic. Making sure I wrote this down right. This is sometimes I read my own builds that I've looked up and looked into, and I wonder what the fuck. Like the same as you guys. You guys sometimes will see builds and you won't understand it. That happens to me. Sometimes I see a build, I don't fully understand it at first because I just read them like what, and then I'll watch a game with it, or I'll use it, or I'll talk to somebody who's a hunter and uses it, and I'll be like, okay, that shit's sick. That makes sense. So with this build, you're just able to clear faster. You're able to poke faster. Your thaw stacks are going to be a little bit later, but that's not a big deal. You're then going to go ahead and grab yourself a poly. And with this, you're pretty much almost one-shotting out of the whoop. You're just high pressure. Anytime you whoop somebody, you're able to almost kill them. And that's kind of your goal. That's your play here, your idea. Then you're going to go ahead and grab a Book of the Dead. Like I said, at this point, you aren't having to worry about pen because you have Demonic and Shoes of the Magi. You're just stacking on more power, more mana, instant burst with the poly, safe with the Book of the Dead. I really, really like Book of the Dead. And then you're going to go ahead and grab even more attack speed and get yourself a Telkines, which will be shredding at this point in the game. The one thing this is missing that a lot of lower end players will probably want would be your Fatalis. If you are struggling to stick to targets, you're just dying because you don't know how to position correctly, a crutch you could use is swapping out the Telkines ring for the Haste of Fatalis. I don't recommend it because you shouldn't be doing it. It's not a better build. It's not a better choice. With this build, you're playing like a hunter. Hunters don't have fucking Fatalis. You're playing similar to a hunter with high burst, self-peel, and an ultimate that's doing, I don't even know how much fucking damage this shit's doing. What's it doing max rank? 220 per blast plus 30% of your magical power. So it's hitting fucking hard. You're doing like 300 damage a hit, hits 4 times. Bing, bang, boom. You're doing a lot of damage. So here's your build. Have fun. Congratulations. You probably win every game that you get Freya ADC because you have so much pressure. You just get to shove it down their throats. You have so much kill potential. There's nothing they can fucking do except for gank your ass. So ward up and you'll be good to go. You'll win all your matchups. And there you go. There's your top 5 video. The video you guys have been literally yelling at me and crying for days because I told you I'd have them out. YouTube said, smell my balls, and I couldn't have them out. So, Hunter video done. There it is. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Hit the fucking subscribe button. 200K. That's the goal. We pushing for it. Middle of next year. By my birthday next year, 200K, or I'm going to be sad. I'll see you all in the video later tonight. Have fun. See you there.